Came home from work one day, stepped into the mudroom. Washer, dryer, gone. My heart hammering, adrenaline pumping. First thought, we've been robbed. I was ready to fight whoever was still in my house taking my stuff. I pushed through the next door into the living room, my filthy work clothes still on, and that's when I saw it. Papers scattered everywhere. Furniture, gone. Kids, gone. Wife, gone. It wasn't a break-in. It was a break-up. Now, looking back on that split second, I realized what really got stolen that day. It wasn't the appliances or the furniture. It was my identity, my role as husband, as father, as a man. That's the moment that everything I had built over the 26 years prior vanished instantly. This is the story of how I rebuilt from that wreckage. And brother, if you're standing in your own wreckage right now, this one's for you. Let me back up for a second. Let me tell you where I was before that day. I was working in AI. Not the fancy artificial intelligence that everybody's talking about today. No, I'm talking about artificial insemination in dairy cattle. Dirty, hard work, the kind that you come home stinking like the business back end of a cow. I'd strip down in the mudroom, toss my clothes straight into the washer, and head for the shower. That was the routine. Predictable, a rhythm. I didn't even have to think about it. And life back then was full of hard work, habit, being a husband, a dad, provider. Everything had a place. Even the mess. I thought I had it all figured out. I thought my identity solid. Built on the roles that I played every single day back then. And then came the day. Came the day that tore it all apart. There I was, standing in the living room, still in my work clothes, scanning the empty space where our life used to be. No thief, just papers. Divorce papers, they came later. The fear of being robbed turned into the biggest hole in my heart ever. The biggest heartbreak of my life. You know, when somebody breaks into your house and steals your stuff, it's a violation. You feel exposed, angry even, ready to fight like I was. But when someone suddenly leaves, someone that you love, and takes your life as you knew it with them, that theft, that one, that far deeper. It's not about things anymore. It's about the hole left behind in your heart. For me, that hole stayed open for years, almost a decade actually. I tried to fill it with work, distractions, even the new faces of women that I'd meet. But hey, nothing seemed to work. I had lost her, I'd lost my family, I lost my job. I even ended up losing me. My identity as a husband, gone. My role as a father changed forever. Half of me still felt missing. Back then, I didn't understand the power of brotherhood. I carried all this weight alone, quietly, keeping my pain hidden deep inside. I even changed my phone number. I disappeared from society for a while. Avoid all the questions, the pity, the looks, the uncomfortableness. Even my new friends later, my second chance family, no idea. My current wife didn't know what I had been through a decade before. I was a drifter. I would drift from ranch to ranch, job to job, trying to outrun the wreckage. One day, I find a group led by Jared Sequin. The name of that group, Divorced Dads Support Group. This is where my road began to rise. In that group, I started to share, really share and open up like I'd never done before. When I look back now at that washer and dryer moment, I don't see the hole that was in my heart back then. I don't see the betrayal now. I see something else, a chance to start over, a chance to rebuild, a chance to fill that gaping hole. I took the long way, the really long way around. A decade-long therapy session, but eventually trucking found me. Trucking, it gave me a mission. And that mission became this passion project that I'm now on, helping to lead 4,700 brothers along the Div Dad Highway, as I call it. The Divorce Dad Highway was the highway of life, right? And now we as divorced dads are traveling a different highway. And through that convoy of men, I've begun to rebuild parts of me that were left over from that wreckage. Let me tell you what that day taught me. Your identity is not, listen to this, your identity is not in the things that you own or the titles. It's in the values that survive when everything else gets stripped away. I'm not the man that I used to be. And that's actually growth. That man got me here today. Sharing with you the man I'm becoming now will build me a home inside. Back then, it wasn't about theft. It has become an awakening. When you stop fighting to recover what's gone, what's stolen, you start discovering what's real. Now, when I think back on it now, it's like the rollover accident I had a few years ago. Both the rig and the trailer, totaled. Stuff strewn all over the highway. My rig, after my rollover, didn't run. It takes time, it takes work, it takes passion, it takes a whole lot of heart to rebuild the rig, the inner rig, and make it road ready again. The road behind me, scattered with all kinds of debris. But you know what? I'm still the driver. I'm determined to rebuild, no matter how long it takes. If you're standing in your own wreckage right now, if your life has rolled like mine did, take a breath, look around. You're still here. Now ask yourself, what parts of me are gone? Okay, there's parts that are gone. Husband, gone. Which ones are you ready to rebuild? You're still a dad. There you go. You can't build a future while you're living in the past. If you're staring at the rearview mirror and you're driving forward, it's just an accident waiting to happen. Don't chase what's gone in the past. Build on what's left and make it mean something in the future. All right, let's take a moment. Let's pop the brakes, pull the brakes. You hear the air? Grab a notepad, a pen, and hell, you're probably on your phone, just a note on the phone. Because every rebuild, it begins with awareness. Awareness, being able to see what's around you. Here's a quick checklist. It's going to help you figure out where you stand right now and help you get rolling again. Now look, you probably parked at this exit. So while you're watching this, here are 7 things to think about. Acknowledge the wreck. That's the first thing. Acknowledge it. Don't do like I did and pretend that it didn't happen. I did that for a while. Face the loss. And here's the even harder thing. Face the feelings that come with that loss. I still, when I stare at the rearview mirror, still have those feelings grab a hold of me. You probably feel it right now. I feel it. Number 2, grieve the old you. The old you is gone. It's okay to miss that, but don't stay parked at the grieving exit. Just don't. Number 3, respect what survived. Identify the values, the habits, the strengths that have made it through the storm. Number 4, reconnect, or even connect like I did. Connect with a convoy. Brotherhood truly matters. Find your tribe. I don't care if it's a divorced dad support group like what we've got going on, or another circle of men somewhere. Make sure they get it when you join them. Number 5, audit. Yeah, do an inventory of your interests right now. What lights you up today? 3 things. Write them down. For me, I'm close to where the gym is. I like being at the gym. I like the workout. I like to do those kinds of things. I like to journal. I like to write. Audit your interests. What are they? Nature. There's 3 of mine right there. Nature. Just get out in nature. It doesn't matter if it's just a grove of trees in the middle of nowhere. That's my jam. Number 6, start the small repairs. Don't go putting your rig into 8th gear and expecting to move a fully loaded rig. Okay, I've done it. Don't do that. Pick one area, put it in granny gear, and rebuild in that area. It could be your mind, it could be your body going to the gym, it could be your spirit going to church, it could be finding a passion or a purpose in your life. That was 6. This is 7. Keep the rig moving. Keep it rolling. Remember, 8th gear, not going to work with a loaded rig. Granny gear. You're going to want granny gear. You don't have to have it all figured out. Progress right here. Progress beats perfection on every mile of this journey. Believe me when I say that. So there are your 7. Real quick recap of those. Acknowledge the wreck. Grieve the old you. Respect what's survived. Reconnect with a convoy or connect. Audit your interests. Take that inventory. Start small repairs. Pick one area of your life to rebuild this week, right now. And number 7, keep the rig rolling. Remember, look, the road ahead it's not about reclaiming who you were in the past. It's about building the future you and who you are becoming. It's who you're meant to be. The past may have stolen your titles, but it didn't take away your ability to rebuild. It's still your rig, your road, your rebuild. If this episode hits home with you, share it with a brother who's still standing in the wreckage, wondering what in the hell just happened. They're probably saying to themselves, where the hell do I go next? Let them know that there's a road forward, a convoy waiting to help him drive that road. It's a new road to be on this dib-dad highway, and every man on this highway is going to face a breakdown. The magic of a convoy is that when one rig breaks down and pulls off to the shoulder of the road, other rigs will pull over with them. Yeah, that's what's happening in our convoy. We all become stronger together. We become better together. Join the convoy, hit the subscribe button. That would mean the world to me. Peace, my brother. Love you guys. This is Coach Mike Mack. This is your Drive to Thrive podcast, where we turn breakdowns into breakthroughs. Love you all.